speed from distance time graph. It is very important concept. Suppose I have the distance time graph like this. Just tell me on which axis I will to take the time. Yes, on x-axis, and distance on y-axis. And suppose as a graph is straight line. Of course it is not necessary, but here I am taking it as a straight line. Suppose the graph is like this. I take 2 points on the graph. Like I am taking 2 coordinates. On the time axis it is t1, and this distance axis it is s1, and one more coordinate I am taking. This time is t2, and distance covered is s2. What I am doing, on the same straight line graph, I observe 2 points, point A and point B. And from these 2 points, suppose I say this is point A, point B, I plot the perpendicular on the y-axis as well as the x-axis. I get 2 coordinates on the y-axis, s1, s2, 2 coordinates on the x-axis, that is t1 and t2. So these are the 2 points which I have taken. Now, you just think, so I hope all of you know the formula for the speed. Speed is known as the distance upon time. Here if I say in time interval t1 to t2, what is the distance? I hope all of you will say s2 minus s1. I am writing here so you can correlate. Distance covered is here s2 minus s1, and time covered is given t2 minus t1. When in this time interval, this is the distance covered. So this is our formula speed. Now children, one trigonometric relation you are supposed to know. If I say this is a right angle triangle, I say it is A, B and C. This angle is theta. Of course in class 9 trigonometry you will read it, but we will use here in the very beginning. Slope or tan theta is given by perpendicular upon base. That you will learn. BC upon AC. And this is also known as a slope. So if I have to calculate the speed, I can say slope of the distance in time graph. So children, slope of distance time graph gives speed. Again listen. This is the diagram. You just observe this blue color straight line graph. Everywhere slope is same. Slope is means the angle theta which you measure from the x-axis. Everywhere you see the x-axis. This is the x-axis. I hope it is visible to all of you. This angle is same for throughout the journey. When theta is same for throughout the journey, we will say tan theta is also same. When tan theta is same, tan theta is the slope of the distance time graph, we will say speed is constant for the journey. It means it is a uniform speed. Again I will tell you, when there is a distance time graph and I calculate the slope, I get the speed. Children, just think, if I say I calculate the slope of displacement time graph, what will you get? Speed is distance upon time, velocity is displacement upon time. The slope of displacement time graph gives the velocity. Slope of velocity time graph, slope of velocity time graph, it will give you acceleration. In slope is nothing.